The alarm clock sits silently on the nightstand, its hands frozen in time. The usual blaring sound that signals the start of a new day is absent. Instead, there is an eerie stillness that fills the room. You wake up, expecting the familiar noise, but are met with an unsettling quiet. The sun peeks through the window, casting a soft glow across the room. It should be a comforting sight, but something feels off. The silence is heavy, almost tangible, and it presses down on you. You can't shake the feeling that something is terribly wrong. You reach for your phone hoping for some answers, but there's no light, no familiar buzz of notifications. The power is out. You try to turn it on, but it's dead. Panic starts to creep in as you realize you're cut off from the world. This is not a drill. The streets outside are eerily quiet. No cars, no people, just an unsettling stillness. It's as if the world has come to a standstill. You step outside, hoping to find someone, anyone, who can explain what's happening. First comes confusion, then a rising fear. You see others emerging from their homes, their faces mirroring your own worry and confusion. Whispers of uncertainty fill the air as everyone tries to make sense of the situation. The hum of our modern world is gone. No engines, no chatter, no electronic hum, just silence. It's a stark reminder of how much we rely on the constant noise of technology and civilization. Without it, the world feels alien, almost post-apocalyptic. No news, no internet, no way to know what happened or for how long. Your phone is just a useless piece of metal and glass now. The realization hits hard. You're completely in the dark, both literally and figuratively. This is the harsh reality of a blackout. As night falls, the darkness becomes even more oppressive. The familiar glow of streetlights and homes is absent, replaced by an all-encompassing blackness. It's a world without light, without connection. It can strike any time, plunging us into darkness and disconnecting us from the lifelines we often take for granted. But panic helps nobody. We must adapt. We must survive. In this new reality, every decision counts. Every action can mean the difference between safety and danger. This is where your journey begins. The path ahead is uncertain, filled with challenges and unknowns. But it's also an opportunity to rediscover the basics, to reconnect with the world in a more primal way. Are you ready to face the unknown? The silence may be daunting, but it also holds the promise of new beginnings. Embrace the challenge and find your way through the dawn of silence. Inside each of us lies a primal instinct, a deep-seated connection to the natural world that often goes unnoticed in our daily lives. This instinct is a remnant of our ancestors, who lived in harmony with nature, relying on their wits and resilience to survive. A will to survive that is as old as humanity itself. This will is not just about staying alive, it's about thriving in the face of adversity, about finding strength in the most challenging circumstances. The blackout awakens this instinct, stripping away the comforts and distractions of modern life. In the darkness we are reminded of our vulnerability but also of our incredible capacity for adaptation and ingenuity. It forces us to shed reliance on technology and embrace our innate resourcefulness. We learn to make do with what we have, to find creative solutions to problems, and to reconnect with the world around us in a more meaningful way. Fear is a natural response, but it cannot paralyze us. Instead, it should serve as a catalyst, pushing us to dig deeper, to find the courage and determination that lie within. We must acknowledge it, then push it aside. By doing so, we allow ourselves to focus on the task at hand, to think clearly and act decisively. Clear thinking and decisive action are our allies now. In the wilderness, every decision counts, and every action can mean the difference between success and failure. Remember, this is not the end. It's a new beginning, an opportunity to rediscover our strengths and capabilities. It's a challenge, a test of our resilience and adaptability. How we respond to this test determines our fate, shaping us into stronger, more capable individuals. How we respond determines our fate. Will we rise to the occasion, or will we falter? The choice is ours, and it begins with our mindset. Will you rise to the occasion? Will you embrace the wild within and let it guide you to new heights? The first step is mental. It's about believing in your ability to overcome any obstacle, to face any challenge with confidence and determination. Believe in your ability to overcome this. Believe in your strength. Trust in the wild within you, and let it lead you to triumph. Two elements are critical: fire and water. Fire provides warmth, cooks food, and offers psychological comfort in the darkness. If you have a fireplace or wood stove, prepare it. Gather any dry wood, paper, or kindling. Learn basic fire-starting techniques beforehand. Practice makes perfect. Water is life. Have an emergency supply at least 1 gallon per person per day. Know how to purify water if your supply runs low. Boiling, filtration, and even using cloth and sunlight are viable options. Remember, never underestimate the power of these elements. Mastering them is key to your well-being. A blackout can breed chaos. Protecting yourself, your loved ones, and your supplies is paramount. Secure your home, lock doors and windows. Be aware of your surroundings. Trust your instincts if something feels amiss. If you have a community, work together. Shared resources and vigilance benefit everyone. Knowledge is power. Share survival skills and information. Beware of strangers, but don't let fear turn you against your fellow humans. Kindness and cooperation are essential for rebuilding. Section 5. Staying connected when the grid goes down. Communication is crucial during a blackout. A battery-powered radio becomes a lifeline, providing news updates and vital information. Have spare batteries for all essential devices. Consider a hand-crank weather radio for continuous updates on weather conditions, which can be unpredictable during emergencies. Establish a communication plan with family and neighbors. Predetermine a meeting spot in case of separation. Remember, even simple methods like written notes can be effective. Section 6. Health and hygiene in the absence of modern conveniences. Maintaining hygiene is challenging without running water, but it's crucial for preventing illness. Use hand sanitizer, wet wipes, and disinfecting solutions. Boil water for washing if possible. Improvise sanitation systems. A bucket toilet can be a lifesaver. Be mindful of food safety. Consume perishable items first. Store non-perishable goods properly to prevent spoilage. Utilize coolers and natural cold sources like basements. Section 7. Food for thought, sustenance, and survival. Start with your pantry. Canned goods, dried fruits, nuts, and other non-perishables will be your lifeline. Familiarize yourself with their shelf life and rotate your stock regularly. Learn basic cooking techniques without electricity. Camp stoves, outdoor grills, and even open fires can be used. Be resourceful and creative with your cooking methods. If the situation persists, consider foraging for edible plants or fishing in local waters, but only if you have the knowledge and skills to do so safely. Section 8. The power of resilience, mental fortitude in trying times. Surviving a blackout is as much a mental battle as a physical one. Fear, isolation, and uncertainty can chip away at your resolve. You must fight back, stay active. Physical activity helps alleviate stress and maintains morale. Even simple tasks like cleaning, organizing, or exercising can boost your spirits. Connect with others. Talk to your loved ones, share stories, play games. Human connection is a powerful antidote to despair. Never lose sight of hope. This situation is temporary. Every sunrise brings you closer to a solution. Section 9. Preparedness, your ultimate safety net. The best way to survive a blackout is to be prepared for it. Preparation is not just about having the right tools, but also about having the right mindset. It's about understanding that emergencies can happen at any time and being ready to face them head-on. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. This age-old adage holds true, especially when it comes to emergency preparedness. While we all wish for sunny days and smooth sailing, the reality is that storms can come without warning. It's not about living in fear, but about being responsible. Assemble an emergency kit. Include water, non-perishable food, first aid supplies, and other essentials. Think about what you and your family might need to survive for several days without access to regular services. A flashlight, a radio, batteries, and other essentials. These items might seem basic, but in an emergency, they can be lifesavers. A flashlight can help you navigate in the dark, while a radio can keep you informed about the situation. Keep it accessible and regularly check expiration dates. Learn essential skills. It's not enough to just have the supplies, you need to know how to use them. Regularly check your emergency kit to ensure everything is in working order and nothing has expired. Familiarize yourself with fire starting, water purification, basic first aid, and self-defense. These skills can be invaluable in an emergency. Knowing how to start a fire can keep you warm, purifying water can keep you hydrated, and basic first aid can save lives. Knowledge is power, especially in survival situations. The more you know, the better prepared you will be to handle any situation that comes your way. Take the time to educate yourself and your family about emergency preparedness. By taking proactive steps, you transform from a passive bystander to a capable individual, ready to face whatever challenges come your way. This transformation is empowering and can give you the confidence to handle any situation. Remember, survival is not about luck, it's about preparation, resilience, and the will to overcome. By being prepared, you can face any challenge with confidence and resilience. Your ultimate safety net is not just the supplies you have, but the knowledge and skills you possess.